This isn't the end. Another dream is waiting to begin.
It's time. It's time for Celes Solo yet again. Hey everyone, this is Dare to Defy Nyx Stage 4, and that's right, Celes can solo this stage pretty easily. It's really amazing because Celes's kit is super outdated at this point. She doesn't even have Force Echoes yet. And I soloed with her across so many stages that I actually have a playlist on all the stages that I've soloed with her up till now. I'll put a link to the playlist in the video description as well, so you can check it out if you want to see what other stages I've done with her. In this stage, preparation is key. First off, the entire fight takes about 20 minutes real time. This video is about 50% faster. I've increased the speed just to make the entire video a bit more manageable in length. One thing though is the minion is pretty annoying on this stage. It can land a confused debuff on Celes, and at the later parts of the fight you can also use Erase Shot to remove one of Celes' buffs. Because of that, the U5 Crystal Passive is mandatory. U5 Crystal Passive grants Celes 100% debuff evasion the entire fight, so the confusion is no longer an issue. The drawback from equipping the U5 Crystal though is that all of Celes' buffs are 2-turn duration shorter, and this is also something that you have to take note of because Celes does have a few important buffs, chief of which of course is her runic. Her EX also applies another buff, and that's more tied to her stats. So each time her EX buff is about to expire, you do need to hit EX and make sure that she always has runic up as well. It isn't actually too difficult luckily because Celes LD extends the duration of her buffs, and you'll be using LD pretty frequently throughout the fight. So coming to Celes LD, you have only 5 users in total. I suppose if you want more LD users, you can give her the U6 I think Crystal Passive that gives her LD use +2, but if you use that then her EX power is significantly weaker, so there are trade-offs. I did not equip U6, so I have the 5 users. You have one additional use if you count the LD in her BT mode, but that's actually enough as long as you pay careful use on Celes's traps duration. Now one thing about this fight is Ultimecia has a recast bar, and when she uses her recast attack, Celes's turn will be deleted. That's actually a good thing, but Ultimecia will also get 3 consecutive turns. The 3 consecutive turns is a bit of a problem because this means that the traps will wear off much quicker on Ultimecia than it does on the minion. So you need to keep a careful eye on the debuff duration on Ultimecia, but only refresh the debuff when it is gone or maybe 1 or 2 turns remaining. Don't waste Celes's LD, otherwise you will not have enough traps to last the entire fight. There is a bit of leeway, even with the 5 limited users here. I actually have 1 spare LD at the end of the fight, so there is some room for error. Celes FR does also apply her traps, so you can also try to time her FR use to use it to refresh the traps, and that way save an LD skill use. That's pretty much it. Celes's Shine Age does apply some generic buffs on herself, but those will wear off pretty quickly. Don't worry about those, they aren't important at all. The only 2 key buffs that you need to take note of is the runic buff and the EX buff on Celes. That's it. Near the end of the fight, the minion will use Erase Shot. I did not count for that, and luckily Celes's runic was not dispelled. On hindsight, I think what you can do is give Celes a call ability that applies many buffs. For example, a Sazh call, or a Hope call, or a Kid Thief call. At least that way there are more targets for the Erase Shot to erase, and that way Celes's runic will remain safe. I did not do that, but I was pretty lucky near the end because like Celes had 2 buffs and the buff that was erased was not runic, so that was pretty lucky. When the bosses are low enough, so 10% HP or less, you can actually spam Celes's S1 to finish them off. This way you don't really have to worry about the erase shot. Celes actually goes pretty far on her first force time. I think it goes like maybe 70% of the fight, so there is quite a lot of leeway on the second force time. That being said, because the trap animations are pretty slow and even Ultimicia's animations are pretty slow, this is why the fight took 20 minutes real time. But besides those that I've mentioned, it's actually a pretty easy fight. As long as Runic is up, nothing will really hurt Celes. And anyway, even if she does take a bit of HP damage, her chaps will heal her as well, so you are in no danger of dying at all throughout the entire fight. So that's it for the commentary on this particular video. Very glad to see that Celes is still putting in the good work right at the end of service. Do kicking, sit back and enjoy the rest of the fight, and as always, if the video has been helpful, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. Till then, I'll catch you guys in the next Dare to Defy quest. Bye!
道を行く。 氷漬けにしてあげる。
勝利の栄光を。
いい腕ね。前を向くのよ。
行くぜ。反撃だ。決めてくれよ。手を貸せ。やっちまえ。震えよ。これは裁きよ。無に帰りなさい。震えよ。滅びの光よ。これは裁きよ。滅びの光よ。無に帰りなさい。希望は捨てない。震えよ。これは裁きよ。無に帰りなさい。滅びの光よ。震えよ。これは裁きよ。マクーゲン。マクーゲン。くらえ。希望は捨てない。無に帰りなさい。私たちの勝ちね。
May the light forever shine upon us.